Well, we talk about how important swim lessons are all the time, and it is so important to start a child early on.
There's swimming pools everywhere, even if you don't have one, you don't know where they're going to be. It's also important to know how to save someone if they might be struggling in the water. Every year, more and more people train to become lifeguards. So let's get back out to Cameron RIDLE, who might be signing up for some lessons himself. He's got a meeting of some future lifeguards.
Yeah, Cameron's currently trying not to drown right now. I'm right by the water, and I'm getting pretty wet here because these kids are pretty good out here. It is the world's largest swim lesson here right now in Mesa, and this is not just going on here in Arizona, but all across the globe. People trying to get kids practice and fluent, I guess, I don't know what the best word is to describe a great swimmer is, but teaching them how to swim, because as we've had to report far too often, kids get into water and then bad things happen, especially with so many pools that we have here in the valley. But Bella is one of the people who got a lesson very, very early in swimming, and now she's teaching other kids how to swim. Bella, you're 10 years old, and you say you're pretty good.
Yes.
When did you start learning how to swim?
I started learning how to swim before I could probably even remember.
So now you're 10 years old. You've been doing this for longer than you can remember. Now you're training other kids how to do this. What's the technique?
It's just I have to remember what I learned from my teachers before and encourage the kids to do their best in swimming. It's really pretty easy because the kids kind of know what they're doing. They're really good at it.
So tell us what they're doing right now in the pool. What's this setup?
They're doing relay races in the pool with the life preserver. Like learning how to swim with it on. So if they had to save people, they could swim to the person and swim back with the person.
And you said one of the people, how they're doing this training right now is they bring a trainer out who they have to go rescue, basically.
They did that earlier, yeah.
Okay. So you are doing this right now, but Amanda, why don't you slide over here real quick. For parents who are here, because they're here with the kids as they are training, anyone who's in the water gets one of these tags here, Ricky, and this reminds them that they are the lifeguard, because we've also had lots of incidents where kids drown or nearly drown, and someone is literally right in the same pool with them, but they get distracted. So this is a reminder not to get distracted.
Correct, absolutely. Like you touched on, it's really important that we understand that a lot of these drownings are happening with people all around. And I think we all want to have that mentality of we're all watching. But the thing is then that nobody truly is watching. So we have to understand that it's a job that we pass on to someone. We say, here, this is your ticket to be the lifeguard. So make sure that you're watching the whole time. It's your job. You don't just step away from it.
And it says in here, no cell phones, no none of that. You have one job right now.
Yes, absolutely. I think a lot of people think that drowning, they would notice and be distracted by that. But again, we have to know that drowning is silent. So if you're looking at a cell phone, if you're turned towards somebody and having a conversation, if you're dealing with some other person's behavior in the pool that you're working with, you have to understand that then you're not watching, and you have to be actually eyes on. We also talk about being within an arm's length of that person too.
Because a lot can happen very quickly, especially if you're distracted, but that's all why it's all more important to have as many people as possible in the pool actually know how to swim. So even if you're distracted, you have someone like these young ladies right here who can jump into the rescue and also know what to watch for. And as you can see, Scott and Olivia, these girls and these young boys in here are pretty good. Bella's been doing this, as she said, as long as she can remember, and now she is training other kids how to swim, and so that we can reduce how many casualties and accidents we have in the water, especially on a day like today when it's 110 degrees out, and the best place to be would be in this pool. Guys, back to you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it sure is. Thank you, Cameron.
Good reminder to watch all the kids around water.
Always
If you've got a swimming pool, keep an eye out there always. Cameron, thank you.